Hello there, my name's Miles Pitcher. I'm the owner of Superior Lending. I am a mortgage broker, but oftentimes I get clients who love their relationships with their banks and think that they're going to get the best deal going through their bank. Well, today I want to lay out for you some of the pros, cons of a mortgage broker versus a banker. So we'll go through this today. All right, first, if you could do me a favor and hit that like button, that would be awesome. Thank you. First of all, what is a mortgage broker? As a mortgage broker, we take our client, their scenario, we pre-qualify them, and then we take their loan and we basically look to all the different lenders we work with, and you can see that this is just a fraction of who's out there. And we will find the lender that's offering the best rate for the scenario of the client. We believe the client wins this way. And these are, for the most part, all companies that are very reputable, and all they do is specialize in more residential mortgages. That's one of the things I love, is these companies are really good at being residential mortgage lenders. The banker, on the other hand, they are using their own funds, and they typically are big banks like Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. I would also lump in there your regional banks and your credit unions. And that's who you're working with if you go through your banker. So we're going to go through, this is kind of a list of some of the comparisons, and I'm going to give you my opinion, and I'm trying to be just plain honest and fair in sharing this. I'm going to be speaking in general terms, and you may say, well, hey, my bank is really fast and faster than what a mortgage broker is. Well, you know what? I think we can find an exception to all these, but I'm just speaking in generalities today, what I have found in my experience. And if anybody tells you that they can do everything and they're the best at everything, they're lying. There are certain areas and certain strengths of banks, brokers, and I've added in our big box online lenders, somebody like Rocket Mortgage or something like that, because they are in the game also. Let's go through this. So who has the lowest rates? I truly believe a mortgage broker has the lowest rates. Why? Because they carry the lowest overhead, and they're able to shop your mortgage out to all those different lenders and find who has the lowest rates. Speed to close. We run into this all the time, that the banks, credit unions are super slow on their loan processing, whereas with a mortgage broker, not everybody is super fast, but we take that into account and are constantly having our closings 20 days or less on our loans. Dealing with low credit score. Definitely a mortgage broker here. Maybe a big box lender can handle those, but we can go all the way down to 580, even down to 500 if the client has 10% down payment. We see banks, they set up a very narrow box, and if you don't fit in the box, they're going to tell you no. I, in fact, get quite a bit of turn down business from some local banks and credit unions, where the loan officers there know if they can't do it, they can send it over to me and we can do it. On the other end, we have our high debt ratios. Who can handle somebody who is really pushing the limits on what they qualify for? Again, this is a broker, I think, wins this one. Closing costs. I'm going to give that to the mortgage broker also, though some of the banks I've seen can be competitive in their closing costs. Same with the big box lender. So it's close there. This one for sure, jumbo loans, I run into quite a bit. I see a lot of banks having some phenomenal jumbo products. And so I've had clients who have gone with the banks. They haven't always had a good experience through the loan processing and underwriting, but the jumbo loan rates, the banks had some phenomenal options there. Loan officer availability refers to, can you reach your loan officer in the evenings or weekends if you need to get a pre-qualification letter, or if you need to meet with them after hours, after business hours? Well, that goes to the mortgage broker, and I would say the big box lender. The big box lenders have call centers available. The mortgage broker, you're working with an individual, or in my case, I have a team, and we're able to make sure that we can be available for you or your real estate agent. Construction loans, 100% goes to the banks and credit unions. I'm a broker, I have those available, but most of the time I'm referring those to a local credit union or bank because they just do a much better job. They have better rates than I do on the construction loan. Same goes with a lot loan, banks and credit unions on those. Home equity lines of credit. We see those being both broker and bank, but I'm going to give the nod to the bank on this one. They have a nice wide array of products available there, and we often find they have a really killer intro rate into the HELOCs in there. There are times where a mortgage broker can provide a better HELOC, but we'll give the nod to the banks on this one. So second opinion or tricky situations. These are where maybe you've gone to a bank, another lender, and you need to find out, oh, am I getting a good deal, or some unique guideline. That's where a broker can be a huge help. It ties in kind of with our niche products, which would be things such as a bank statement loan, a DSCR or debt service coverage ratio loan, a reverse mortgage. Most of the time, the broker is going to have many more niche products than a bank or credit union will. And yeah, so in short, what I tell people is, if you want to get a quote from your bank, cool, that's great. But I'd say always get a quote from a mortgage broker before you decide if you're going to do the loan. We're brokers. We're happy to help give those quotes to people so you can compare and shop. Yeah, we can't do everything. We're not perfect at everything. And I try to be honest with my clients all the time when I say, you know what, you should probably go to the bank and get the construction loan, or I tell them where and when they can get a better product than I can offer. Here's my contact info. Please feel free to reach out to us if we can help you with anything, or if you have any questions on this. Thanks for watching.